Do you remember when the Toronto Maple Leafs traded for Matt Murray and Ottawa said, please take him. We'll give you a third. We'll retain 25%. We want Cam Talbot. We want Forsberg. This is who we want. We want to get rid of Matt Murray. And all of us Leaf fans, not all of us, some of us were like, oh God, we have Matt Murray. Some of us were like, oh God, we got Matt Murray. This might work. He shut out the Dallas Stars tonight with a 44 save performance. He was outstanding. He made some ridiculous saves. He's big, he's mobile, he just gets it done, and the D have just bought into it. They support him any way they can. The forwards there, you saw Austin Matthews get his ass freaking knocked right into him. This guy was given to the Leafs, given a pick, and 25% retained. Shuts out the Dallas Stars, who outplayed Toronto. Dallas outshot Toronto 44-29, and Matt Murray got a shutout. His last shutout, I think they said on the broadcast, was against Dallas like 3 years ago. He was outstanding. Like, give him back the belt. Number one star there. And then, you know what? The Leafs were able to withstand a lot of pressure from Dallas. Dallas is a damn good team. They're fast, they're big, they're heavy. They've got a backhand who can move. Heiskanen, God, he looks good. Or Heiskanen, however you want to say it. But this Toronto Maple Leaf team, like, playing through, they lost Mete like in the second period. They played with 5D. Timmins played his first game as a Leaf, and basically half of the first period he didn't have an edge, and he kept falling everywhere. I think Nylander must have had it as well. There was some oopsies going on, and they just made it work. Mitch Marner, by the way, who's the secondary of this game, point streak's at 20 now. Firing it on. Tavares with the tip, Tavares with his rebound, because it's John Tavares. Speaking of John Tavares, man, does he work hard. Holy crap. You just love to see it. Maybe he's not the best skater, but you get that puck down low, his edge work, he's so agile, it's brilliant. And then, yeah, Mitch Marner, 20. He's got to be chasing Matt Sundin, right? I think they said since the 90s? Whatever, Matt Sundin's season he did it with Quebec, 92 maybe. He's the most, 30 games, I think. Was it Patrick Kane got to 26? Stastny might have got to like 20. Some others, yeah, Paul Stastny got to 20. Mitch Marner at 20 points, or 20 game point streak, and if he plays like he did tonight, he's just going to keep on going. So that was the first goal for the Leafs, and then Austin Matthews gets the insurance marker where I think it was Dargachentsov was there with him on like a 2-on-1 within like the hash marks, and he pulled it, and he went to go top corner short side. Great save by Ottinger. And then he got the puck back in like the right corner, and he circled, and he continued to circle. And then the Dallas Stars were just like, let's not get him. He's not scoring that much this year. Let's just not take him. Maybe he'll pass because he has more assists and he has goals. And then Austin Matthews kind of looked and was like, I guess I'll take the lane to the net. And then he looked again. This is all in like a 2-second frame, but it was like you could see the wheels turning. He's like, I guess I'm just going to have this wide open shot. Then I'm going to score. I'm going to go low. 2-0 Leafs. Phenomenal. And then, you know, they had some great zone time, and then the Dallas Stars just hemmed them in a bunch, and it was like survival, which I thought was actually pretty cool to witness, because you wanted to see, like, can this team hold a lead? Can this team hold a lead against a team who is, to be honest with you, they were firing on all cylinders. They just couldn't put the puck behind Matt Murray. And, like, I just wanted to see if they could withstand pressure. And then, obviously, the Mete injury. And then it's like, wow, you got 5D. Sandin and Liljegren get ready for a ton of minutes. Hall and Giordano, again, insane. Connor Timmins, you're thrown to the Wolves there. Dargachentsov got, like, removed for a little bit. He was at, like, 5.5 minutes in the third before he got more playing time. about like when they were trying to hold that lead with about 5 minutes left. Robertson got taken off the second line, and they put Zach Aston-Reese there, which I thought was just, a stronger body. I liked those kind of moves until, before we get to the Sandin goal. Massive penalty kill. Well, first, no, screw that. Massive power play for the Leafs. And it looked phenomenal, and I loved how they adjusted against the Dallas Stars. They changed it up. They went Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews below the goal line, passing it back and forth behind the net. And they had Tavares just sitting in front of the net, just past the outline of the crease. And then you had Nylander and Sandin. And they realized that Dallas is obviously, their movement up top, Dallas was pressured them quite a bit. And that worried me because obviously in the first period, everyone who's watched the game, there was like 3 2-on-1s in one power play, maybe a breakaway in there as well. So Toronto adjusted. Screw that, we're not playing it up top. We'll go down low. And chance after chance after chance, it was amazing. Ottinger's brilliant. When they showed that graphic of like Heiskanen, Ottinger, and Robertson from the 2017 draft class, you're like, Dallas, you've done well. And all of them probably deserve more money than they have. Robertson should probably be at like $9+ million, isn't it? But I guess it was only a 4-year deal. Anyway, it was great. They had tons of chances. I loved the decision. I loved the change in strategy and tactic. Like, that's what you want to see out of this team. Like, don't just, you know what? This always works. This is what we're gonna stick with. No, they changed it up. Didn't score, but damn, did they come close. And then they take a penalty. Justin Hall had a brain fart. Puck ended up he caught the puck and he was like, and he just kind of threw it, and then he was like, shit, just going right to the box. And then ended up being so down to a 5-on-3. They're only up 2-0 at this point. And then just miraculous. You have it was Engvall had the high stick double minor. So 5-on-4 and then 5-on-3 with Justin Hall. And you're like, oh God, what's going to happen? And Mitch Marner blocks a shot. I think Sandin blocks the first shot, comes back out, blocked by Mitch Marner, stick breaks. So it's a 5-on-3. Mitch Marner has no stick. He was very smart. At one point, he just kind of shoveled the broken blade in one of the passing lanes. So clever. I'm like, don't take a penalty, Mitch. And then you have Robertson, who has 50 goals this year already. And Mitch Marner blocks him, and it comes across. And Sandin blocks another one. And then Hintz gets robbed. And then they feed it right across, point blank to Pavelski. He gets stopped by Murray. Goes back to Hintz again. He gets stopped by Murray. And then Mitch Marner dives. He's getting sticked in the gut and everything. And the Leafs kill the 5-on-3 to finish the period. And then with a penalty kill to start the third, they finish it off. And it was unbelievable. I think I saw someone's tweet. It was like 3 goaltenders and Liljegren were out there for that penalty kill. And it's 100% true. Everyone just bought in and they're in survival mode. And they did. They survived the Dallas Stars power play. They survived the Dallas Stars just an onslaught of shots and chances. And they gave Matt Murray all the opportunity he needed to be able to make a save and be in the right position. And at the same time, Matt Murray gave the Leafs some ridiculous saves, because that's what you pay a goalie for. Or in Ottawa's case, give him away and pay 25% of it. And that following that, it wasn't Anadir, because following that, the Leafs got an amazing shift out of Austin Matthews, John Tavares, and I think Bunting was out there with him. And it was just forecheck overdrive. That's what I'm going to call it. They were going, hounding the puck. Chances there, just battle in front of the net, and Sandin pops in, scores to make it 3-0. And I was like, this team. And then I think Engvall might have gotten the double minor. I don't care. Then Alex Kerfoot stopped a 24-game goalless drought, scores in the empty net. Dallas pulled the goalie like 5 minutes left, because why not? And the Leafs win 4-0. I do want to say that the penalty kill all game was phenomenal. William Nylander, I think they said on the broadcast, like, has 6 minutes of penalty kill time, not even 6 minutes or something like that, in his entire Leafs career or NHL career. He had over a minute something last night. What? And he demonstrated speed and stuff as well. Like, but this team, 16-5-6 now. They lost against Tampa Bay, so 16-5-6 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's amazing. So this is what this team can be, and if you look at the back end, you don't have. Let's be honest. You don't have your top 3 defensemen. You don't have Riley, you don't have Brody, and you don't have Muzzin. You're not going to have Muzzin for a long time. You don't have Riley for a bit. Brody's on the mend, I guess. You've lost Mete. You've lost Ben. It looks like from the AHL, Kral's hurt now, so we can't have a lefty up there. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Toronto Maple Leafs D-core looks like in their next game. The 5 that finished, sure, but who the heck is going to be the 6th? We don't want 2 right-handers back there, do we? But yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs, even though, in my opinion, they got outplayed, as in offensively. Well, no, because the Leafs got 4 goals. But you can say they were on their back foot, but I'm going to call this game like a defensive success, obviously, because you got a shutout. But that would be like the focus of the Leafs. You got the lead. Let's hold the lead. And let's see how we can do it. Can we withstand all this pressure? And they did. And these are the types of games you need for the playoffs. I love that Keefe went, Murray, you're back in there. Murray had a great game against Tampa Bay, and then he let that goal in against Killorn, which, to be fair, he should have had that, but it was a perfectly placed shot. Murray wanted back in there. Keefe goes, get in there, and he gets a shutout. This team, I don't believe it, but no, I do. I love it. I love it. What were your thoughts of the game? Comment down below. Leafs win 16-5-6 now. They beat the Dallas Stars 4-0. Bring on the next one. Oh yeah, Austin Matthews scored again. He's gonna come back. And Mitch Marner going for 21 next game. Go Leafs go.